Well, we're unlucky. Quarterfinal losers to Ivory Coast last year. And you would remember very well, very vividly, that moment, that meme that is still sticking around as a sticker, as a meme, as a GIF right there of water being poured on the head of Very Shell, who is now in charge of Super Eagles of Nigeria, by the way. Anyways, well, we know that, folks like Walid Regragui of Morocco will be optimistic that Hakimi will be available right there, actually ahead of their first game against the Comoros. Well, they say he's recovering well from a sprained ankle. And of course, Cameroon midfielder Andre Frank Zambo-Anguissa is still injured. Cyril Grassi misses out as Guinea did not qualify, one of those stars that are not there. It is just quite something. Well, it's just interesting. Some of the events that have happened in recent times are sparked talking points. There's a FIFA decision to change the release date of Africans with European clubs from December 8 to December 15, actually, and that has upset many coaches out there. And one of them, as the France-born Angolan coach, Patrice Bermel, who is saying FIFA only needs Africa during elections, but it does not value a competition like AFCON or give them the recognition that it deserves. Well, it is right there in everybody's faces. That move has also affected Nigeria and Egypt, because as we are talking about everything, remember, we actually did have a friendly game scheduled previously for the 14th of December, but then that will not take place anymore. To instead take place on the 16th of December, and a lot of people will be looking forward to that. Well, it will also move from being a game where we'll be running everything to actually play test friendly. That will see us going with any amount of substitutions that we want out there. Alright, talking about profits. Well, the 2022 AFCON was won by Senegal and Cameroon. CAF made a profit of less than $10 million. And now, CAF is predicting a surplus of $110 million, thanks to a huge increase in revenue from TV rights. And yeah, a lot of people are looking to get many more names and faces right there. Supporters, fans rushing in to actually enjoy the spectacle that is right there. Of course, they're also saying security is being beefed up, and a lot of things are going to be handled very well out there. So yeah, we're looking forward to a very fine AFCON, and to give you a fine rundown of some of those moments from the AFCON out there. All right, now on to something different, because yesterday Manchester United 4-1, the one. It was a very beautiful run right there for Amarim's boys, because you talk about it was quite something, looking at what those boys were able to pull. Although fans were still not happy and satisfied, they thought the performance was not solid enough. But there it is, and it's in everybody's faces. They won 4-1. They now are 6th on the log, and you would have thought that is what they had been looking for. But the victory is not enough for them. We'll come back to all of that right after this commercial break.
Woman, thou art loosed. Oh yes, a special program packaged for women deliverance by the Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries, Southwest 2 Mega Regional Headquarters. Woman, thou art loosed. Obìnrin àtúnṣílẹ̀. Ó lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn o, gbogbo ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ wá gba ìtúsílẹ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ gbogbo agbára tó ń dènà ayọ̀ nínú ìgbéyàwó yín tí ó jẹ́ kálàáfíà òjọba, kí àìlera, àìríjẹ, àìríná sì dópin nínú ìpàdé àdúrà. Woman, thou art loosed. Obìnrin yìí àtúnṣílẹ̀. Featuring deliverance from the powers that disable marital joy. Peaceful homes. Date Saturday, 13th December 2025. Time 9 a.m. Venue is the MFM Southwest 2 Mega Regional Headquarters Auditorium, MFM Bus Stop, Iworodojo Expressway, Ibadan. Ministry Pastor Paul Aduroju, Senior Regional Overseer, and other anointed men of God. Don't miss it. Jesus is Lord.
Feliz Navidad. Olive Shoot Bible Club is at it again.
Children Christmas Carol.
Children, join us to celebrate this year's Christmas Carol. Venue, St. Peter's Anglican Church, Akwete. Date is 13 December 2025. Time is 10 a.m. Featuring choreography, teddy dance, games and fun.
Children at home, you are all invited.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Great Reformation 2025. Yes, it's here again, an annual revival tagged Great Reformation. This year's Great Reformation is entitled Revive Us Again, O Lord. The 1 week revival is aimed at restoring, reviving, and rebuilding those who try to attend. Great Reformation 2025 begins on Monday, December 8, 2025, in the church auditorium by 5 p.m. daily. Ministering are the CSA President, Pastor Dr. Henry Ojo, and CSA General Superintendent, Pastor J.D. Onagwa, and the host Minister Prof. Thanksgiving service holds in the church auditorium, Oluyole Road, Ibadan, on Sunday, 14th December 2025 at 9 a.m. Guest singer Evangelist Dr. Esther Bekele, Great Reformation 2025, and 1 week encounter with the Lord. Announcer, CSC Reformation Land, Oluyole Road, Ibadan.
Didn't know today would be our last.
In loving memory of Oluyole Rotimi Laniyan, on December 9, 2024, we lost a remarkable soul, Oluyole Rotimi Laniyan, fondly called Araba. His life was marked by kindness, generosity, and a compassion that touched everyone around him. Oluyole carried a heart that beat for others, always stepping in with calm, wisdom, and a willing hand. He gave freely and loved without reservation. He made everyone feel seen and valued. His humility, warmth, and quiet dignity set him apart. Oluyole was a gifted golfer, finding joy and friendship on the green. Today, we mourn his passing, but we also celebrate a life beautifully lived. His light lives on in every kindness shown and every life touched, forever missed. Announcer, Karim Adeyemi Foundation.
Not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Oluyole 98.5 FM still, and of course it's still Sport to the Beats right here, ringing through and through in your eardrums. Well, of course, Manchester United fans, make una J brother, now still never really happy. On top waiting now, me na calm. Una don't win, me una just pump it now, me na take this thing. Me na 4-1, a huge victory, a huge one. Abi, okay. It's my you fan self. Anyways, winless Wolves are breaking records. Things are looking, very bad to worse. It's been 227 days, 3 managers, 2 sporting directors, 1 technical director, and 41 goals considered since Wolves last won in the Premier League. They're rooted to the bottom with just 2 points, and 13 points away from safety as at present. Their top flight future looks very bleak, as they are already guaranteed to be bottom of the table on Christmas Day. And this loss to Manchester United is their 8th straight league defeat. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just crazy. And this is their longest losing top flight run in the Premier League era. That's equaling their whole-time top flight run of defeats from 1981 to 1982 season. And their first league goal since 26th of October was a goal scored by Jean-Rikna Bellegarde, the equalizer in the first half. And yes, they are all of only 2 points this season. It's the joint lowest tally after 15 games that angry Wolves fans boycotted the opening 15 minutes against United to protest against Fosun's running off the club. They might have wished they stayed outside our true. Anyways, it's just interesting. Anyway, relegation is fast looking like it is inevitable. That record of Derby County, that very Premier League low of 11 points, is under serious threat now with the way Wolves have been playing. So will they avoid becoming the worst team? Let's look at the lowest tallies. We saw Huddersfield Town with 16 points in total in the 2018-2019 season. 2023-2024, Sheffield United with same number of points, 16. Sunderland in 2005-2006, they had 15. In 2024-2025 season, that was last season, it was just 12 points for Southampton. And in 2007-2008 season, it was just 11 points by Derby County, and yes, that's the lowest of lows right there. And that looks like it might be challenged seriously, this time around. All right, let's talk about some things that we also called right here quickly. We all know that the FA Cup third round draws held. A 60th club, Macclesfield, will be hosting the holders, Crystal Palace. There are 4 All Premier League ties. Tottenham Hotspur hosting Aston Villa. Sunderland travelling to play Everton. Newcastle at the St James's Park welcoming Bournemouth. And Manchester United at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. There is a side we are looking to create history, and that's 6th tier side Western Supermare, who have reached this stage of the competition for the first time in their 138-year history. They will be travelling to play against League 2 side Grimsby. Arsenal visit Portsmouth, and several years back that would have been a Premier League challenge anyways. Manchester City will be hosting League 1 side Exeter City. Liverpool at home to third tier Barnsley. Chelsea travel to Charlton, beg your pardon. Chelsea are going to be away at Charlton. And West Ham will be hosting QPR, while Fulham play Middlesbrough and Leeds take on Derby County. Boreham Wood, the only other non-league side left in the draw, would play Bolton Albion. And yes, all matches were played around the weekend commencing Saturday 10th January 2026. Well, there are no replays if matches end as draws. Let's remind you of that. All ties will go to extra time, and if necessary, a penalty shootout is straight on like that. Well, Wolves are still in there, so they'll have Shrewsbury Town to play against, and Port Vale against Fleetwood, Preston Norton against Wigan Athletics, Ipswich against Blackpool, amongst the other games that we hold right there. Brentford travelling to Sheffield Wednesday, Everton against Sunderland, amongst the several fixtures that we watch. See right there, Swansea against West Brom. A lot of games that would look like Premier League clashes. Anyways, several Premier League stars, ex-players have been talking tough about the Mohamed Salah case, and some of them have said his comments were disgraceful, and they're saying his comments have caused carnage right there. I don't know how. Wayne Rooney is one of them, speaking out there. We also know that Salah has been left out by Liverpool for the Inter Milan game. And there's Hannah Slot who is saying, well, I am not weak, but Salah could actually return. That's how it is, right? They're talking about it. Well, of course, quite a number of things to still, look at right there. But then, I mean, some people have said this is not the worst of all that we've seen. There have been some iconic rants and outbursts from both players and managers. And that's been quite something looking at the history of the Premier League. It's just quite something looking at what it has been since Mohamed Salah, said he had been thrown under the bus by Liverpool. Talking about Liverpool, Kevin Keegan actually did say, I would love it back then from the 1995-1996 season. And that one was quite historic, looking at that. There was a time he actually went ahead to say he was probably more out than in. The same Mohamed Salah, that was in November 2024. I mean, talking about it last year. Yes, it was last year. And, that was when the contract dispute was done. There was also that time where Keane, Roy Keane of Manchester United, criticized his teammates in a Man U TV interview. And there was also that historic one, iconic one, Liverpool manager Rafa Benitez back then saying, I want to talk about facts back in January 2009, beg your pardon. And yeah, Chelsea, also claimed Gallas threatened to score an own goal back then, or get himself sent off. 2006-2007 season, that was against Manchester City. Also, Rooney wanting out of Manchester United, and you know, it's quite something. Seeing that he later made a U-turn and signed a 5-year contract at Old Trafford. There was that season under Eric Ten Hag where Ronaldo accused Man U of betrayal when Sterling also said he wants to leave Liverpool to win trophies. Yes, there was also that season where Nigger Pearson had an ostrich moment right there, you know, talking to a reporter, Ian Baker. Amongst several others, there was also that Joey Kina expletive laden rant in 2008, you know, back then with Newcastle. You know, just quite a lot. Charlie Austin, one of those right there, raging against officials, calling for VAR, amongst others, in November 2018. Anyways, it is what it is right there. We'll watch out for more, especially the developing Mohamed Salah story. Anyways, let's give you this one about Neymar, who is set to have a knee surgery after playing in pain to help his boy club, Santos, avoid relegation from Brazil Serie A. And yeah, it's quite something helping them. And a lot of people are saying maybe he has saved his chances at a World Cup. Just maybe. Anyways, talking about, you know, what's happening right there. There's Champions League action starting from later on tonight, and yeah, it's the final rounds of the Champions League and Europa League actually for this year. The Conference League will still roll on to next week. But anyways, but then of course, interesting games coming through today. Inter against Liverpool among some of the games from Osada are still part of the conversation.